Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Abrams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gator. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to...
Got a lot of running room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida, 21, Auburn, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Smashes him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker is Hansen. And they wrap him up, but
because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set it down, and continue to wear on this defense.
I like the running back there on the route and patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield real first.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter.
0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The play...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see it here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working that left side now. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They go to the draw. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
On third down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play. They're trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. They're working that left side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And your goal of the defense is to stop them as the forced punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. The hand to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles. He's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he drops to throw. Keeps it going. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hey, that's a live ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket. The defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance.
Sends it downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
17.
Fair catch, called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. Afterburner's coming. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
17.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. One more play before the teams head out. He's going for it all. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge game there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off.
Set to kick this one.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 10.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the toss. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Going up top. He caught it. Touchdown Gators! And the beatdown has ensued.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Here on third down. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll go right back to him. Touchdown Gators! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to add another.
With the carry.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last. And now they've lost the ball here. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. A loose football in the end zone and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. First play of the drive, it's the end around. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball